Yeah, there's a couple on the A side of Scum. You've got You Suffer, which was meant to be the shortest song ever recorded. It's like a second and a half. Then you got The Kill, which is about 12 seconds. Then Life is the first track on the B-side.
Right.
So the B-side, I believe, how many songs on the B-side? It's about 16, I think, on the B-side of Scum. Oh, let's have a look. Wait, it's okay. 16. Okay, so I guess to keep within a time frame, and especially pressing to vinyl, the A side is certainly a lot longer than the B side. Just as I said, they were a lot shorter, a lot more minimal structured songs on the B side. Just the way I was writing this material. So,
was it a conscious decision though to make really short tracks, shorter than anyone else?
Yes. Not shorter than anybody else, but it was a conscious decision that we want to make these short, fast, extreme songs, condense, just squeeze it in and play it as quick as possible, and just break it all down. You know, we don't need the solos or anything, or the verse chorus bridge gap, verse chorus end. It was just get as much as you could and just break it down and just compact it, and
so kick ass and
do it quickly as fast as possible.
I suppose it's very simple, but it's very simple in a way it's very brutal. Like, I think one thing that is kind of amazing is there's not like long guitar breaks or twin guitar leads or anything like that, and they don't need to be in there. That's the good thing about it. It's kind of reduced down to its bare components, and I think even you get like with some of the longer songs on there, which are probably 2.5 minutes long, they actually do something really weird with time, because they actually seem pretty like epic. They kind of, it doesn't feel like a really short song, which it would seem like anywhere else. And I think they do something really odd with time on that record. They sort of, everything becomes really compressed, and because you have these kind of like lurches in speed, there's these sort of incredibly sort of fast sort of passages, and then kind of basically stuff slowed right down, and then that kind of, I think that does something really interesting. It doesn't make it seem like these short bursts. I think they could be 9 minutes long,
The first side had a couple of longer tracks on it, and I guess more of a Celtic Frost influence, maybe more of a Discharge influence, and yeah, I mean, you can see that because they originally came from the kind of the anarcho-punk scene, and if you hear the really early Napalm Death recordings, it was essentially a punk band, albeit a really extreme one, And certainly the second side of Scum has more of the real, the really fast blasting on it, and more of the shorter tracks that they became known for, which I guess, when the band kind of seeped into the mainstream consciousness, that was kind of treated as a highly amusing thing by certain people, that they had songs that were only 30 seconds long and they were incredibly fast, but actually with those, obviously as the band progressed, their songs became longer anyway, but that kind of created the template for grindcore, as a style of music, something that's quite distinct from death metal, and it was that, the coming together of the punk sound and I guess thrash and death metal influences as well, that made it so exciting, because it was something completely new. It wasn't, there were bands around that were playing fast before Napalm Death, but I don't think anyone had played as fast as they played, And if you listen around today, a lot of the bands that are around today, Dillinger Escape Plan and a lot of the kind of technical mathcore bands that are around at the moment, none of that would exist without what Napalm, without the blast beat, which is something that, although it probably had been done before Napalm Death, they kind of cemented the sound, set it in stone, so that that's why they're considered the undisputed kings of grindcore.